The Hyundai Elantra anti-theft system is basically that quiet, invisible roommate you never notice until it locks you out of your own place. Suddenly, your car won't start and you're left holding keys that feel strangely useless. It happens to way more people than you'd think. First, let's talk symptoms. If you're turning the key and the engine just cranks, or maybe the dashboard flashes that little glowing key icon, yeah, the anti-theft system is basically giving you the silent treatment. Sometimes even your remote won't unlock the doors. Frustrating doesn't even begin to describe it. Here's the most annoying part. It often kicks in for absolutely no reason you can understand. Battery dies, you change your key fob, maybe the planets are misaligned, and suddenly the car thinks you're trying to steal it. That's a real crowd pleaser in a crowded parking lot. All right, step 1. Put your key in the ignition and turn it to the on position. But don't crank the engine. Just on. The dash lights up, your heart rate goes up, but nothing happens. This wakes up the system and gets it to start listening. Now let it sit there for about 10 to 15 minutes. No, really. Set a timer. Don't touch anything. This is the system's way of running a background check on you. And patience here actually solves 70 to 80% of these accidental lockouts. It's like a timeout for your car. Once that time is up, turn the key back to off, and at that golden moment, wait another quick minute before trying to restart. This is that little buffer the system sometimes needs to reset the immobilizer, the engineering equivalent of taking a deep breath. Here's a pro tip. If you have a push-button start, it's trickier but not impossible. Press the button without your foot on the brake so you're in ACC or on. Then follow the same 10 to 15 minute waiting game. It works more often than you think. If the dash key light goes away after this, most people are amazed it worked. That little icon is basically the bouncer, and you've just gotten back on the guest list. About 85% of successful resets happen in these steps alone. Of course, this doesn't always work. Sometimes the battery in your key fob is dead, or worse, the chip inside your key is fried or missing. If you have a backup key, now's the time for a test drive. It can save hours of lamenting. Don't ignore the car's battery either. Low voltage can trip the anti-theft system faster than a raccoon setting off motion lights in my yard in Portland. Test your battery or swap it out if it's more than 3 years old. You'd be surprised how often this is the fix. If you're still out of luck, it might be time for the notoriously humbling tow to the dealer. Sometimes the Elantra's immobilizer needs reprogramming with specialized Hyundai software. That visit can run $150 to $300, which stings, but is better than playing endless guessing games. Write down your process and what you tried, seriously. It helps your future self, and if you end up at the dealer, it can cut your time in half. Getting locked out isn't a fun story, but it's one every Elantra owner gets to tell at least once.